how to make lectures and connect them with the course function. And then we're also gonna be looking at what you need to do in order to upload larger videos files in Laravel. So one of the things we need to check here is go inside, and we can just do this in our Laravel application. I'm already running Laravel here, but what you can do is you can just echo PHP info, and then just create a route inside the web here, the PHP file, and then just go in localhost 8000, and we have all the information about PHP here. So you can see I'm using PHP 7.2.24, and I'm not going to show you how to increase this. I'm going to show you the variables you need to change in order for this to work. So we need to have our upload size. You need to change this to higher, maybe, depending on how large your videos obviously are going to be. If you're going to have very short, very lightweight videos, maybe you don't want to increase this, but you need to increase this in other cases. And basically anything in here with the file size. The reason why I'm not going to show you how to increase it, because you will have different ways to do it, like increase upload size, Ubuntu PHP. You just need to go inside the php.ini ini file, but like that's the thing, like action to increase upload size, you know, or you can go and say PHP increase upload size. It depends on your operating system, so all of these things are different, like depending on how you actually install PHP. And remember to make sure this is tested in production stage as well. You want to be sure that you can upload a larger file, so you don't have to change it when people are already beginning to use the platform. So that's a very important step to just take. Now, with that said, let's just actually get rid of these two routes here. We don't actually need anything beside our routes here. So we can just remove all of these here and just leave it like that. So we already created the course one here. And now we want to go in the backend here and just say PHP artisan make model. Let's call this lecture inside models here. Or we can call this lesson with migration. And let's go in here now, and we want to look at what we actually need. So each lesson would have a string with title and a string with description, just a brief description, just to have some SEO optimization maybe, and this will just quickly write it before you watch the video maybe. Beside that, we want to have a file. Then we want to have finally .ext, which is the .mp4 whatever you use, and additionally we want to have one more thing, and that's going to be an order. So each one here will have an order. So like we want to sort each course by order 1, order 2, order 3, and so on. And that's how we actually want to do this. So we also want to make sure this is also using the foreign relationships with Laravel. So let's go in and call this course ID, and let's make this an unsigned and index. And then let's go in and create table foreign course ID references, and we want to reference ID, and then we want to reference on our courses table here. So let's just go in here and add it. So what we want to essentially be able to do is we want to be able to just go in here and write, or in our Laravel, just go in and be able to write course, and then we want to write lessons. So So we want to have many lessons, and we're just going to go in and look at that now inside the course one here. So we want to go in and say public function, and in here let's go in and say lessons, and we want to turn this has many lesson class, and now we should be able to have all of these here. So let's go and test this out. So what we want to do now is we just quickly want to go in here and create a course, and we just insert some random information. And then we want to migrate this. And then we want to go in here. We just want to put in some random information again. And then we want to put mp4 1 1. And what we just want to do to test it is we want to essentially just go inside our API here and take this out with Postman for now. So we want to just wild get, and then we want to say courses, and then we want to say lesson, and we want to put in ID here for the course. So we're just passing through the ID, and then here we want to return a response with some JSON. And then here let's just return courses with, and in this case let's just go and say course find ID. We could even put this just into a variable here and call this course. And then we want to just go in and put in course. And then we want to have lessons as well. And then here let's just say courses, and then let's say lessons. And what we want to do now is just open up Postman here. Then let's say API, and then let's basically just copy this for now. Okay, so we need to fix this issue here with the lessons. So I think we just need to remove like this. Perfect. So now we are capable of seeing all the lessons we have, and if we go in now, let's just duplicate this, and we want to make sure that we actually need to add a slug. So let's go and actually and make migration. So PHP artisan make migration, and let's just call this add slug to lessons. And then in here, let's just go in and say, just make sure we have the correct one here. And then we want to say table string. And we want to have slug. You could put this as unique, but the thing is, we already are gonna put the URL like, let's say, let me show you here. So like we're gonna have like courses, and then we're gonna have one slug here, and then we're gonna have lesson slug here. So like we're gonna have, we actually just want to validate that a course can't have two of the same slug in the lesson, but we can have two lessons with the same slug instead. So we just want to leave this for now, but we need to make this nullable. So if we just go in and refresh in here now, we will have a slug here at the end, and let's just put in some information. And inside Postman, we want to post it. And we want to put in like this. And then we could go in and put in the lesson as well, like just to see now. Like this. And then we can go in and just look at how we actually want to structure this later on. But for now, we're just gonna get rid of most in here and just focus on creating a controller, just to keep it a bit more structured so we don't have all the code in here. So if we just go in now here and say inside our HTTP, we have controllers and we have courses, and we want to make a controller. We want to make a lesson controller. We can actually put this inside the course one here, inside the courses folder. So let's do that. And this is probably happening because we just have an error because we haven't put in this correctly here. So now if we go in and just uncomment this here, and let's go in here, because we want to have two routes. We want to have one where we get all the lessons from the course, and we want to just be able to get a lesson. So what we want to do with the lesson is we want to in here be able to get the information about particular lesson. So let's go in and add in idea. We actually just can add in slug in both of them. And then we want to go in here and say courses, lesson controller, add lesson. So in here we want to have this. In here we want to get the lesson, and then we also want to have something where we get the information about the whole course. So in here we just want to say course, and we can probably just change both of these to index just for keeping the structure. And then let's go in and create one here. So what we want to do is in here we want to just grab every information about a particular course. We want to use the resources from Laravel, and in here we want to grab the information about particular lesson. So what we want to do is we want to look at that in the next video. For now, we can go in and just structure the rest of the functions. We want to have public function all, and then we want to have store, where we just want to take in a request. And it's important that we also make a middle wall at some point that will validate if the user is an admin or not. so if they are authenticated to actually use these two functions here, because these two functions only allowed if you're an admin. And the courses function here, we aren't gonna allow for everyone, but we are gonna create a system on the front end that will require you to sign up if you want to watch more than just the introduction of the course. So we are allowing users to watch the introduction just to get an idea of what exactly this course is about, and then we will not allow them to watch any other part of the course. So for now, let's just leave this as it is, and we will get back in the next video about it.